Hello there. I wanted to tell you another story about events that happened along life's way during my uh, Georgetown, Washington, D.C. years in the mid 1960s. This one concerns a visit from my father, who was coming on a frequent basis to Washington to consult with Congress, which was trying to put together some new anti pollution rules. Um, as I mentioned already before, my father had been working with Monsanto on this subject for a long time and had done considerable development, so much so that the Illinois governor asked my dad to become part of his board committee, whichever, um, as their technical consultant and advisor. And indeed, Washington, D.C. also discovered my father's talents, and that's why they were bringing him to Congress to help put together some new legislation. In one of his visits, he told me a story that had broken his heart. A young St. Louis Post-Dispatch journalist, also a TV spokesman, had asked him to interview him and just go over with him what my father thought was going to be a fair discussion of the problems, the opportunities, the challenges, the hopes, and indeed, for about an hour, he said, they performed a recorded interview. And he thought it went very well. It was honest and such, and the guy seemed shocked. My dad was when the thing was actually presented as a cut back 2 minute interview. The questions had been reframed, snipped, the interview had been snipped and cut so that instead of it being a frank discussion of the problems and the challenges, this young man presented it like he's some great crusader against corporate America and that he discovered the evils of the corporate world trying to cover up their pollution programming and how they were blocking efforts to. This wasn't even remotely the truth. It had nothing to do with the interview. It was completely manufactured by this young man. My dad's heart was broken. He was so upset, in fact, that he wanted to resign and just back off from his involvement on the larger public arena. And the governor pleaded with him, "No, we need your help badly." And Monsanto told him also, "Look, we run into this kind of thing all the time. Um, it's going to happen. You can't let it stop you from the work you're doing, which is awesome." When my father told me all this, we kind of laughed a little bit about the ridiculousness of it all. And I reminded him about what I'd learned living in Washington, which was full of lawyers. That for a lot of people, the truth is not what you and I understand the truth. The truth is a victory and a crusading effort to get your side and its viewpoint won over the opposition that's taking a differing viewpoint. It's sort of like two lawyers in front of a jury presenting very cleverly their case. And the poor jury, in the face of all this cleverness, is thus supposed to discern what the actual truth is, which that's their problem, not the lawyers. The lawyers aren't there to present the truth. They're there to win their case. And so it was also with this young man. He wasn't there interested in the truth. He was interested in the political win for himself. And I said, "Dad, well, as you're learning, that's what I've learned my years here in D.C. is how politics works. It's not about the truth. Politics is about winning over your adversaries." Anyway, he's learned, I learned, and nobody, I hope you enjoyed this too. This is not meaning to be cynical. It's just another glimpse into what I consider to be the quest for truth. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. God bless you.